Good
Good
afternoon.
morning, Miss Bonnie. How are you today?
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. And I'll bet everybody noticed that this is not Jess.
Yes. How is Jess?
She's fine. She's okay. She had family coming in for the weekend.
Oh, okay. And I know how that is. They're
Don't we
not
all?
quiet when you need them to be quiet.
That's right. So she asked if she could have some time. I said, absolutely. I'll find somebody. So
What were
I'm
you going to
so
say? No,
thrilled.
you have to be here, rain or shine like the postman,
It pays so well, doesn't it?
doesn't it?
Oh,
Well,
boy.
how has your break been?
My break was wonderful. It
That's
really was.
good.
I took that 2 weeks and went up to my sister's in Connecticut. And it was her house to me is so peaceful. And they went away for about a week and I watched the house and the dogs along
Oh,
with my
wow.
a lot of work there. Plus she's got chickens and a turkey and roosters and you name it. So there's a lot of work there, chore wise, to make sure everything's taken care of. And but it was like a retreat because the house sits on property, so you can't see another house, and so it's just so nice.
Wait,
And
it's like far off. You said lots of people can't see it.
I said it's on prop. Each house is on enough property that I don't think you can see another house from it. You know,
Oh,
like
see, I need neighbors.
uh,
If I fall, I need people to know I fell and hear me screaming.
well, they'll hear your scream. And I can see if I go out in the front of the house, I can see in the offing one place. So yeah, they would hear you scream. I
Oh,
never
good.
I never go anywhere without my phone anyway. So well, good morning, Sean. Quinn, Angela R, Mindful Mind. Some of you are new, and Great Quartz. Quinn, lovely. We got quite a crowd already. Look at this. How are you all doing? Oh, good. This is A5 Says, or Angie, as I call her. And she does a lot with Dawn from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. They have two shows, right?
No, just me and Don on Wednesday.
Just
Me
Wednesday.
and Sherry usually Sunday afternoons.
Okay. That's what it is. So once a week you can get her, and she's incredibly talented. So you're very lucky she was able to come on today. I tell you what, let me start off with the astrology. I'm only doing the first half of the week, so it's not so long. And let's take a look here. It says this week has the overtone of doubt, questioning your instincts. That's great for us. But there's also a groundedness in a way to work with all of this. Is the Mars retrograde bothering anybody this week? At least Mercury's out of retrograde, but Mars is kind of messing with me. As I was trying to make decisions, I would stop and have to think twice. I wasn't too sure I had this kind of doubt there. Now, later this week on the 13th, there's a full moon, and that's going to also bring a huge sense of groundedness. Now, the big question is, do you feel like something is trying to be brought to the surface? Is there something you feel like you're trying to birth? No children, okay? I'm talking about issues in your life or emotional life. Well, on Monday, tomorrow, or we call it Moon Day, the moon is coming in on the vibration of Aries, which typically is very assertive and ruled by Mars, which is in retrograde. The energy feels a little odd. Is there a way that you can delegate something off of your table to clear some space there for what's about to come to the surface. Later this week, Mars is going to actually move into the house of Cancer, brings with it a whole new bag of stuff. First, though, I want you to think back to October. What was it that you were feeling insecure about? Was it something at home or something at work? Was there resentment somewhere? I know we talked about this. Resentment doesn't mean anger, it's about resending something. So I'm redoing it in my head. Those things are going to be important later. Because when Mars actually goes into Cancer, remember, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon can be very reactive. It's all its emotion. And Cancer energy can be just a little reactive as well. So you got a double whammy. October, you were shown all of this. So this time you could be a little more observant and a little less reactive. The example she gave, I thought, was very good. If you're looking at a picture through a kaleidoscope and you're looking at one spot in particular, and then you move it just one click, a few of the beads will shift and it might change the picture a little bit. So that's what we're looking at. The picture might be a little different. So what did you learn from the first time that you can maybe be a little cautious about this time? Back in October, was it a bill that you didn't pay? Was it where something came up on my phone I had to get rid of? Was it a bill that you didn't pay? What was it that needed your attention that maybe you reacted to? This time, when it presents itself, maybe you can look at it from a little bit different perspective and shift the kaleidoscope. Likely, the item that's causing concern for you will be something that you feel threatens your security or your safety, something within your home. So, what was it last October? If you can think back or look back in your journals or in your Facebook, something to jog your memory. Was it a pea under 75 mattresses, like in The Princess and the Pea? What does that pea represent for you? That's what's going to help you look at it from a different perspective. Put your head in your hands this time and allow your hands to do some work. Give your head a little break. Was it that you can do what was it? What is it that you can do physically to change things? Okay. Later in the day, we have Mercury squaring Neptune. Oh boy, we have the planet of communication that just came out of retrograde with the planet of illusion and idealism. What could be wrong with that? Now use this information to help things. Something threatening your safety or your security, use this to your benefit. So you want to stop and go, is this information even correct? Because we've got the Mercury Neptune thing going on. Is it possible that this isn't even accurate? So use it to kind of float around in that kaleidoscope and look at things from different perspectives. Is it not working or is it working? Do I really need to change this or can I stand back and just be unreactive? So try to let things flow and not make decisions. They need to be made on facts, not illusion. So next, later that day, tomorrow, we're coming into the first quarter moon at 16 degrees of Aries. So of course you need to grab your chart. You want to know what you have at 16 degrees Aries. Think back to the new moon. The new moon was at 19 degrees of Aries in 2024, and it was an eclipse. Now is the time to be doing the work. You're getting it all done. You're building whatever it was that you set your intentions for. Now's the time to be taking care of business. Know that Aries is kind of like the gardener, taking the weeds away, making room for you to work, toil the soil, and make sure things are getting put to exactly where you want them. You will be ready. Aries full moon is in October 2025. So you got some time to get there, okay? Then we can kind of look at things and go, okay, where do I need to change this? Because remember, the full moon sheds light on everything. So you can see the whole picture and go, okay, I don't like this over here. I want to move it over there. Or, I don't like it at all. I want to just get rid of something. Everything will be illuminated. Now, I want you to remember that, I told you, Aries is the gardener making room for everything. So now it's important to think back. Again, Aries in 2024. What did you plant? One thing I will say here is I have learned to have a notebook, and on every lunation, I put down what it is that's going on. So if it's a new moon, what are my intentions on this date? And it's for just this reason, so I can look back. Okay, Tuesday. Now, we're going to take this energy into Tuesday, and at 2:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, the moon, just before it goes into a void, of course, is going to square against Mars. Now be cautious, because when anything pushes on your boundaries, and here you've got Mars in retrograde pushing against the moon, that's all your emotion right there. So don't get pushed and snap at somebody. This energy that I'm talking about is very easy to just snap at people. Let's see here. Oh shoot, I lost my place here. Boundaries. Here you've got Mars in retrograde pushing, Take action in retrograde. So there is no action because it's in reverse, right? And you're frustrated because you want something to happen and it's not happening. Be cautious. Don't snap at people because of that. Be mindful. So then the moon goes void, of course, and there's time to rest. And that's when you want to sit down, do nothing, rest, or finish what's been going on. Don't start anything. We've talked about that a million times. Now, when the moon goes into Taurus, it's a good idea to have your creature comforts ready, because Taurus is very grounded, all about the home and family. And you're going to want your creature comforts. But as you settle into Taurus energy and get grounded, don't settle too deep. Get your cup of hot chocolate or whatever, and then go to work on maybe your financial planning, something that you can maybe get done while you are doing this. Know that your earthly practicalities are in order there. Wednesday, Mercury is in Sagittarius in retrograde, and it's Mercury was in Sagittarius in retrograde. It's been working on things and enjoying its time, being real adventuresome. But now it's moving into Capricorn, and it's direct. Much more grounded energy, getting things done a whole lot more. Things are organized. Now, not everybody likes that. I happen to. So be mindful of your actions. Slow down. Mercury gives practical, organized information, and that can be very useful. If you'd like to know how Wednesday turns out, then come back Wednesday morning on Ask the Angels, and we'll finish the rest of the week. Isn't that cute how I just did that?
Wow. What was one of my comments about it? It was something about thinking back or
Oh, yeah?
something that you said, and I was like, well, yeah, that's all I've been doing all week, just sitting here kind of thinking back.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was doing in October. I don't even know what I was doing in December. So,
Honey, sometimes I don't know what's going on yesterday.
exactly. So, unless I wrote it down, and I used to take very good notes. I used to do all that. I used to have a journal. My
Yeah.
niece had bought me this really nice journal. It was a manifesting journal, and the first 3 months I was like spot on, boom, 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 every dream, every blah 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 blah. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm lazy, and I just quit. Each month it got less and less. Them boxes was less and less filled in. Those questions was less and less answered. I was like, my guys know what I want. They know how I feel. I ain't about to keep writing this stuff down. Either you gonna do it or you're not. And I just by June, me and the, we weren't communicating in through writing anymore. How about
Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Julie. Welcome in. Andrea, 54 Hector. I recognize you. Several messages there. Umber. Hey, there's Umber. You're here with your cousin and she wants a reading. Okay, I will pin you, dear. Let me see who else has put out that they want a reading. Tina, good morning. Kevin Blaze, good morning. Great Quartz is just saying hello. Hello, Great Quartz. Okay, Angela R. Oh, you like her hair, don't you? I loved it. Told her that earlier. Vanessa Cartwright. I don't recognize your name. Welcome in.
sounds like a TV character.
It does. The Cartwrights. What was that show? Boy, that's taken me back. The Cartwrights, Gunsmoke or something like that, way back in the 60s. Wait, you weren't even.
I was gonna say my reference to the Cartwrights is a little bit more forward to like the 2000s.
All right. We know I'm old as dirt, so you know. Oh
But
my
I
God.
have heard of Gunsmoke, and it does come on like the Western channels.
And I know that's all you ever watch, isn't it?
Of course, just can't do nothing without it.
Oh, let's see. Mindful Mind, Angela R. Pink waving. Can you have a reading? Sure, you can, dear. Quinn Lovely, welcoming you in, and Sean. Sean, been a while since that's like you dropped the rest of the sentence there, dear. Okay, I'm gonna go with the idea that you wanted a reading. Are you here, Sean? Are you Bonanza? That's what it was. Thank you, Vanessa. That's a, that was a little while ago, anyway. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Sean, are you here?
Is
Sean.
it Sean or Scene?
She's she said it's Sean.
Okay.
Um, that's what, and maybe Julie can help me out, but that's my memory. And my memory is usually not very good for people, but
Oh,
um,
Tina says she still watches Bonanza. Well, bless your heart.
aren't you special?
Hey, Tina.
Goodness. Okay. Well, Sean, did you answer me yet? Hey, Keena. Good morning, Mr.
Hey,
Don.
girl.
Welcome in. Glad you're here. Okay. I don't see Sean. Give you a few more seconds here, Sean. Then I'm going to go. Who's
I
next?
dreamed that I did the cold water. You know how they do the cold plunge?
Oh,
Other people.
yeah.
I dreamed that I did that, and I went in like 3 or 4 times because I was like, "Oh, this isn't bad," and I was just like, "Boom!" I was like,
Well,
and
let's
"That's absolutely not true because this Angie right here in this reality does not like cold water."
Oh, shoot. Okay, let me check again. I do not see a Sean, so I'm going to go to Angela R. Angela R, are you here? And then after Angela R. Yeah, that's
Exactly,
right.
Don. Exactly. But I was so like the water wasn't cold to me. It was like very nice. And I was like, yeah. I woke up like that. This has to be a test of me deciding whether this is reality or fiction. And guys, you know what? That was fiction.
Well, you know what's funny? I think I told you the other day that I haven't been dreaming much lately. I had a dream. Now I can't even remember if it was this past night or the night before. But you're going to laugh at this. Now, people that know me know I don't drink very much. But this was about we were having a glass of wine. There was a bunch of people there. And I don't know who it was, but this person had a lot of hair. Maybe it was my daughter in law. And she had a glass, which looked a glass of wine, but we poured, it was called apple pie moonshine in there. Now, I happen to know that that's really good stuff, but it's extremely powerful.
I was gonna say anything with the word moonshine in it. No, that means it was made in somebody's woodshed out back.
Well, no, not exactly. They do have recipes for that because at the time it was my son's mother-in-law. This is way back. Yeah, my daughter-in-law's mother had made it, and man, when I thought like you, I was like, probably not, but they made me taste it, and I was like, wow, that was good stuff. Now, why in the heck I was dreaming like that, I don't know. I
You
never
just want
dream
some apple pie?
with some pie. There you go. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's see. Angela R., you are here. Okay, good, dear. You want to go ahead and start, or you want me to start?
What does she want?
I'm guessing, wants just a general. She didn't put any particular question. Angela R., you got a few seconds to get something in there. Otherwise, we go with greatest and highest good, which we call a general. Angie,
Uh, well, immediately I see her on a raft. She's very unstable, like her footing is unstable. She's trying to balance. She's in open water. It's daytime. The sun is shining, but it's behind her. She's looking the opposite way. So the sun is shining behind her. She's not looking at the solution. If she turns around, she'll see the sun, she'll see the direction she's supposed to go, and she'll balance out. The reason that she's toppling is because she's looking behind her. She's looking at what she could have done to fix the situation, and there's nothing she can do at this point. You can't change the past unless you can go into the matrix. You need to turn around and see the solution. How do I get out of this situation? Yeah, I got into it, but right now is not the time to have that situation. You need to move forward. How do I turn this around and make it happen for me? I do hear the word promotion, promotion, promotion echoing in my head, but I'm not sure that it's you. Is there a male in your life who may be getting a promotion?
uh-oh.
because I don't feel like it's you that's getting the promotion.
Angela R. Oh, she wanted either money or love.
Or if there's not a male in your life who's getting the promotion, is there a male who is going to give you the promotion? Because the promotion has male energy on it. So there's either a male giving it to you, or the promotion is for a male. But you need to turn around. You need to focus forward on how you need to get this going forward. Stop looking at how it happened and wonder how you're going to fix it, because you, even if you figure out how it happened, what is that going to change? How is that going to make the situation better? So if I figure out, oh, okay, well, I had a gambling debt, how is that going to pay it off? Like, I know what the problem is now, but how am I going to fix it? Again, you got to face forward. How do I fix the problem? So I do feel like there is a promotion on the way, because I just keep hearing promotion, 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 but you got to change your energy. Like, I know you want to, I know you believe something is going to happen, but you're still dwelling on how you got here. So how do you change it to make it go the other way? And then you can go ahead, Bonnie.
Okay, well, you were going off, and then the first card that came out for me was the Nine of Swords, and that's all about being worried and obsessed and can't sleep. So there was something that you were super worried about, and the Four of Pentacles came out. And that was about the time you asked about money. That's saying you need to be very frugal with your money, being very concerned about where it goes. I see where you were looking back at family memories. On top of that, though, came a card of conflict. So I don't know if there's some sort of conflict going on in the family, but what I see is that things will calm down. Um, things will change. You do have, like I said, the Six of Pentacles, which came out at the same time. That's charitable energy. That's you give to me, I give to you. But you also got the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say you've got some money coming somewhere. I don't know, like Angie said, it could just very well be a promotion. But that wheel means abundance, but it's also about moving forward. So promotion would also move you forward. So I hope that helps you. Okay.
One more question for Angela. Are you looking outside of your current employer, because the call seems to be coming from outside the building? Like, it doesn't seem to be coming from inside. It seems to be, or one of the offers seems to be coming from outside of the building, like an outside company is going to call you, but your loyalty seems, in your mind, your loyalty is being tested. Should I go? Should I stay? So do you have longevity at your current employer, and you're like, should I go? Should I stay? Think about it. If they have to downsize,
You'll be the first to go, babe.
so you know what I'm saying? Do what's best for your family. That is one thing my manager always taught me. The company's going to do what's best for them, even if they love you, even if they think you're great, they're going to do what's best for them. So you have to decide, am I going to stump my growth to stay here, or am I going to move on to bigger and better? Because the call seems to be coming far away from outside of the building.
Okay. Well, hello, Pam. Welcome in. Mindful Mind. Yes, I've got you on the list. Don wants a reading. How about that? All right, let me go back up and see who was next. And there's Charlie. Back up to the top. Okay, Quinn Lovely, are you here? And did you really want a reading? There were a lot of messages there. She wants a treat. Keep her happy, right? Quinn Lovely. Quinn Lovely, are you here, dear?
While we're waiting on Quinn, Angela, what's the $25,000 that they're showing me? Are you waiting on a settlement? What's the 25,000? Or is that the amount of the raise that you need? Or is that the debt? There's something about 25,000 that is coming to you.
Come on. Wait, not an answer. Come on. This is interactive, guys. You've got to be present to get the reading. And
Gwen
for
was eating gumbo, so she may be just
gumbo.
indulging in her lovely gumbo to my chagrin because I can't have any.
Oh, that's right.
I can't have any because I can't make it, and she's in Michigan eating it, and she made it herself.
Oh, so this is somebody you know really well.
This is my cousin, yeah.
Oh, your cousin. Okay. Well, Quinn Lovely, come on. Swallow. Katrina Page, welcome in. Yes, you can get
Katrina. Okay.
wait.
It's coming, Angela. The 25, I see it. It's coming. Well, they're showing me 25. Is that the amount that you're waiting on? Somewhere in that range is what you're going to get. It'll be here.
No,
I'm seeing
wait.
6, and I don't want to tell you 6 weeks and it doesn't come, but they're showing me 6, so it could be 6 weeks, 6 months, not 6 years, but somewhere along that. It's
6
been
days.
a long. That's what that 9 of Swords was. You're really tired of waiting, but it's coming.
Oh, that's right. That's what that 9 of Swords. Oh, I can teach. What? Teach you, Angie. I'm not sure what that is. Don't we all?
Tina, I will hold you to teaching me how to make gumbo. Don't play with me.
Oh, there we go.
And she lives down the street.
Oh, well, there you go. You got it. Then you can teach me. Okay.
Yes,
And
she was Brandon's daycare teacher from the time he was like 2 till he was about maybe until they didn't have to go there anymore.
wow. Okay. Yeah. Charlie, you can go lay down. There you go, girl.
Charlie
Okay.
says she can read cards too. You just don't know.
Yeah, right. No, she'll chew on them though. Okay, let me take that off. And Angela was done. I got to learn how to pin better. Quinn's
Oh,
done
there she
now.
is.
Oh, there she is. Okay. All right. Quinn Lovely.
Gwen, what's the family secret? Either somebody's pregnant, but the love card came out. So, do you have a new love? Are you planning some nuptials? What's the family secret? Because I heard family secret, and then I thought
Ooh,
baby, like somebody's having a baby, but then the
let's
lover's
announce it.
card came out.
Announce it on the internet. Let's hear that secret.
Let me know. What's the secret, Quinn?
Quinn Lovely Angels.
I honestly heard she's doing very well. Like I hear my higher power saying she's doing, or her higher power saying she's doing very well. She's just not confident in what she's doing. She's always thinking, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, or kind of looking back over her shoulders financially. Family wise, she thinks she knows that she's doing a great job, like being a mom and raising her kids, they're being successful. But financially, she's always looking over her shoulder. But that's the plight of a queen of wands, like a mom who does it all, takes care of the kids, works a full-time job, is kind of doing it all on her own. So I see that you are doing very well, but you're looking over your shoulder and wondering, what could I do? Where should I go? What is my next step? And you have 3 paths ahead of you. Like I could take this route, I could take this route, and I could take this route. Which route could I take? But what I'm hearing is you don't have to choose one or the other. You can do them all, but you have to decide, I guess, what you're going to do first. Like one feeds off of the other. Okay, I'll do this, and then it'll feed into this, and then it'll feed into that, because I see them all intertwining. So you're not excluding one from the other. You're just choosing one to set it off. And so they said, stop second guessing because you're making good choices, and you have very good intuition. You hear very well. My Aunt Carolyn, which is your grandma, speaks in your head a lot. You hear her a lot, and you just kind of laugh out when you hear her, but you don't see it as intuitive guidance. You just see it as remembering her. It's literally intuitive guidance. It's you using your abilities, but you downplaying your abilities and not thinking that you're getting what you need. Your other grandmother also, she's a little bit more, I don't know. They're both two sides of the same coin because they're both feisty, but they're feisty in a different way, and they both guide you along in a different way. And you hear them, but again, you disregard it as just memories of them, and it's actually present guidance moving you forward. And you just need to tune in a little bit more. Maybe just sit down and just kind of, or maybe just talk back to them. That's what you need to do, is talk back to them. The vision board is very well because it'll give them something to help you to zero in on, but pay attention to your visions.
No,
Again, the vision board. And okay, you've been talking to her the last 3 weeks. Perfect. Because she
she's
is
been
giving you
using.
guidance on what to do. What is it cooking? Are you thinking about like doing something and selling food or cooking or something like that? Because I see that's one of the paths. Is it desserts over food? I think desserts would be the
Gumbo.
better option for you. With your job, you're kind of high and low. You don't know what area you want to go to. They usually overstretch you for the amount of money that they give you. You're like a bonus. Like they get you, but then you have more talent than
Oh,
they actually knew, and then they overstretch you. But you're about to start standing up and fighting back because I see very Queen of Swords and being like, well, that's not what I was come here to do. So you're gonna fight back a little bit on that. I do see two, I see that road splitting too. You're either gonna stay or you're gonna go because other options are
no.
coming up and you want to be closer to home. Are you still driving far from work? You're going to be closer to home? Or are you thinking about leaving and moving somewhere? You're a little bit restless, like cabin fever. You don't want to be where you are, but you don't know where you want to go. Like I see you moving pieces around on a chessboard, not knowing where you want to go or what you want to do. And it's more fear because you're like, oh, what if I go here? I don't know. What if I go here? I don't know. What if I go here? I don't know. So you're moving around, but you don't know where you want to go. And they're like, just say it. Just say where you want to go, and that'll be it. And then we'll put our goals into that. So you should just go ahead and choose where you want to go. And then the third thing that I see over here has to do, I think, more with the relationship part of it. Is that your third option? Like what would be best for me as a couple with this person? Like, well, what is he telling me to do? Or what should I do? Or what should I do? But you're also a little fearful in that because do I want to tie myself to a relationship and base my decisions on that? So you have a lot going on, and both of your grandmothers are very vocal in your ears trying to guide you, and you feel like it's conflict, but you just need to kind of rest in it and listen to it because they are giving you great advice. And again, just decide where you want to go and go. Like once you decide where you want to go, put your focus into going that way. Let's find a job there. Then that's where do I want to live there? And then who's around me that can help me? And your last baby, she's the only one that's in school now. Like your little girl, she's the only one that's in school, but she's pretty high up there. She's like sophomore or junior year. Am I correct? So you don't have a lot holding you back. If you're going to go, you need to decide now. Don't wait till her senior year and be like, oh, let's go. And then she has to do her senior year all over again. So either now or wait until she's done. You have to decide. Like don't split her like that because she'll go because she doesn't have a choice. She has to be with you. But it's a little bit daunting for her. So that's what I got for you.
Okay. Well, while you were going on, listen to me. The first card that came out was the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is a wish card. It's like, what is it that you've been wishing for? What have you been manifesting that's it is coming true. Okay. I see where you've been making some plans in the future. Now, that came out when you were talking about family secrets. The Knight of Swords came out. That's all about taking action on something. Then we had success here because we've got the Six of Wands. And there's going to be a lot of options. And I think I heard you saying about options going on. But mostly right now, I see you fighting with yourself in your head. And that's what I've got. After
You
that, I
see, it's
quit.
first of all, I love those cards. I always love that deck. Is that the mystical moments or something? I love those
Yeah.
cards. They are
Uh-huh.
beautiful, especially that nine of whatever you picked up. That was beautiful.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's really pretty, isn't that? Whoops, there
Yes.
we go.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, I love the deck. I've had it for a long time. I just pulled it out because I needed another deck
They're
to.
slippery little devils, though,
Uh,
too. Those cards are slippery.
yeah, you have to use them for a while before you can really trust that they're going to come out right. Wait, did something come? Oh, no, I just almost stepped on the dog. Okay, so let's see who's next. You are fighting. Okay, let's go back up to. Whoops. Wow, we got a lot of people on this list right now. Okay, Andrea 54 Hector. I know I've read you before. Um, can you please, for my family, we just lost our fur baby. Oh. Okay, she's just asking for prayer then because they lost their fur baby. That's hard. All right, Umber's cousin, not Umber, but Umber's cousin wants a reading. So, are you guys still within earshot?
Is it Labika?
Uh,
Is that the cousin, Umber?
I don't know. I'm waiting to find out. Okay. Carl, yeah, I added you on the last one, but that just depends how many people we get through. Okay. Umber. I thought I put you up there, but Umber, come on.
What is your cousin's name? I want to make sure I'm reading for the right person.
Yep, there she is. Okay, I know you're there. What's the name though?
Okay.
Okay, not that one. This one's name is Saba. Okay, Saba. Yeah, I'm bad at these pronunciations. She wants to know a career reading. Okay, well, Angie, go right ahead because you're good at career. I'll pull some cards and see what I get.
Does your cousin work in a male dominated field? Because I see a sword out and you're like fighting, like you're sword fighting, but it's an unbalanced fight. You're fighting multiple people where it should be a one-on-one battle. You're fighting multiple people. Um, and you've been very fiercely fighting them for this position or for your stance. Or did this cousin just get a promotion and you're fighting to hold your ground in this position? Because I feel like you're fighting to show that you know what you know, like, and it feels like an unbalanced fight to me, but you're holding your ground and you're gaining ground, you're pushing them forward. What they don't see is that you have forces behind you that are pushing you forward, that are helping you win the battle. You feel tired, you feel worn, and you feel like what the hell, but you're still winning the battle, like you're pushing them back. Yeah, you're really really tired of it. And um and she and you're and you're winning the battle. You are going to be victorious because I do see the Six of Wands, but it's going to be a little bit more of a battle, maybe a couple more months before you get any relief, maybe June. Take meticulous notes and make sure that you are documenting everything, because there seems to be they're trying to discredit you in some kind of way. Not as in like a sinister thing, just like, oh, does she really know? But I feel like it's more of a testing, because all of those swords turn into a five of wands, and five of wands to me, although it's conflict, sometimes it's that kind of conflict that's like healthy competition to push you forward, to push you into your next position. So I feel like they are testing you to make sure you know what you know, because something, a project or a situation is coming that is going to be high velocity, or is going to be a lot of big decisions that you're going to be a part of. So I just feel like you need to um, take meticulous notes, be and be very diligent in what information you put out or what information you send out, so that you have things to back it up. You see you rising up, you kind of lower down, but your confidence is waning because you are having such a hard time, a hard battle with them. You're just tired. Like, I got to prove myself again. I got to prove myself again. I feel like every time I go in here, I got to prove that I already know what I already know to people who don't know what I already know. Is kind of how they're giving it to me. But you're doing great. Stay in your Queen of Swords energy. Um, you're wanting a raise, am I correct? Is it more it you're not necessarily doing it for the money. You do want your respect. That's one of the things you do want, is your respect, because you're not being respected in the field that you're in. Is it medicine? Is it medicine or is it tech? Because at first I thought it was tech, but I see medicine. I see a white coat. So is it medicine? And is it a very niche field, like a specialty that you normally wouldn't be in, or that they don't
There's a
expect you to
lag.
be in?
Okay. Umber's saying there's a big lag. Hang on.
There's always a lag in the
Um,
stream.
yeah, I know. Question is how big? Okay. Well, while we're waiting on that, I'll go ahead and get some of this in. First thing I got was that there's a message coming to you, and it's coming from a man of high means. She says neither. I've got the King of Pentacles here, so they're sending a message, and I see where you were really fighting the battle and you're coming back in. You've got your defenses really high right now. Wow. You do have a new start here, and it's Pentacles. So since you were looking for money, that's very possibly a new job or a new position within. Did she answer? She's in entertainment. Well,
Entertainment could describe a lot.
true. That's very true.
Is she behind the camera in entertainment?
I see where she's up at night worried about stuff. Was her heart broken
Is there
over
harassment
something?
or intimidation?
She's an actor and starting a production company.
To me, that's tech. The production part of it is tech to me.
Yeah, that would be tech. Well, I see that. I think, there it is. It's starting. Um, and the Nine of Pentacles also came out here. So I would say it's going to be successful. But I see a lot of worry and stuff going on before that.
I still feel like she's fighting with people who she's trying to prove that she is, that she knows what she knows, like it's a very male
Oh,
dominated field. I got that. and that they, you're just a woman, you don't know. And so she's always fighting to hold her ground.
It's a toxic environment. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm sure. I think if she just keeps going, she's going to get there.
I do see her rising up like an emperor, definitely rising up and showing them that she knows, but she's going to have to keep fighting, which she already does. But she is going to be successful. Again, still hard work, still have people behind her, but she's always proving over and over and over to the same people. Um, Honestly, they show me dividing the kingdom if you get investors, because they'll want to control it. Like investors will come in and they'll want to control it. Like, oh no, I think you should go this way. It's my money, this, and this. So be mindful of the investors that you seek or that you accept.
She said,
Don't just take it because it's money. Be mindful of the
she's
investors.
trying
I
to
see you dividing the kingdom when you do that.
it resonated with her. Good. They don't trust her.
But they don't
Well,
trust her not because she doesn't know what she's doing, because she's a female and they're just disregarding her.
mm-hmm. Yeah, prove herself. Exactly. Oh, not leave. Prove herself. Okay. Where did that go? All right.
Again, take meticulous notes. Document what was said, when was said, and who said it, because it'll come back and they'll be like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Take meticulous notes. Be on your P's and Q's. And when you say something, know that it's fact. Just like 1 + 1 is 2, know that what you're saying is true and factual, because they're always going to come back and say, well, you said, have your documentation, have your proof to show that you know what you know, because you are climbing a wall or fighting a battle against people who think they know more than you. I don't get anything about her as an actor. I get her wielding the sword.
Okay. Meticulous notes. Yeah. Keep everything documented. All right. Let me see who else. I'm glad that resonated. Let me see who's next. Back up here. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Inner dreamer. Question: can you tell me what happened to Brittany the night she was shot? Hmm. Okay. Inner dreamer, are you here, first of all?
Inner dreamer, are you trying to help solve the case, or you just want to know for your own knowledge? Because I keep hearing, is it going to make a difference if you know?
Who's the Gemini? Inner dreamer, we're waiting. Mason says solve. For her own knowledge, she says. It will make a difference. Well, I've got a lot of pain here. I don't know that I can get into that because you're asking me to go inside into somebody else's
I think
energy.
is she deceased?
I,
Is that the problem? Because if she was alive, you could just ask her. Is Brittany deceased?
I've got the Ten of Swords.
It's funny that Tennosaurus look like that because what they showed me was like her in an inner light and then just a circle of people around her, like feeling overwhelmed or feeling I don't necessarily want to say attacked, but like she didn't have any options. She didn't have any way out. Like she was surrounded and she had no way out of the
Was there
situation.
somebody with her though?
Hmm.
Loved her? Was somebody with her? She is deceased. Okay. So they're just trying to solve this.
I keep seeing a pizza. What's with the pizza?
When was her birthday? Is she Gemini? I've got strong Gemini here. Oh, I can ask my angels. I get that it was not on
She was an
purpose.
Aquarius. Um, they just keep showing me a pizza, like pizza. What's I don't get it. Who is Mason? Is Mason her brother?
Oh, they've already been charged and sentenced. Okay. Then what are we doing here? I'm
If
not
they've
sure
been
we have a
charged or
purpose.
sentenced, then the courts have deemed that it wasn't an accident, that it was purposeful. So what is it that you want to know? Like, do you not believe the story that was told in court? Is this person denying that it was purposeful? Or are you wanting to know if she had a part in it? No, Mason. There's a Mason in here that is commenting on it. So I want to know if Mason is a part of it.
Mason Twombly. Her mom wants peace. I understand. Sometimes we don't get to know those things, though. Correct on what, honey? Mason's part of it. Mason's a relative.
Oh, he said it was an accident. Um,
No Mason that you know of. Okay. Hi, Yvette. Mason, why do you keep do I need to block this person? Keeps, I don't like that. No one that you know of. He said they were fighting over a gun. I'll add you to the list, Mason.
I don't get a negative or harsh feeling toward it. I just get her being surrounded by love. It's painful because the family wants somebody to, like, yeah,
blame
they want someone to
some,
blame, and they want to know that they're placing the blame correctly. Um,
but was also a head injury.
um,
Oh, she died a few months later.
she feels
I don't
young,
know
because
this.
why would you be wrestling over? Why would you be playing with a gun? Is this a young girl?
Yeah,
She feels very youthful, and it feels like it does feel like a bad
a younger
decision.
child.
It feels like a very bad. I feel guilt.
He took a plea, huh?
I feel guilt. I feel like it was a bad
So
decision, but I don't feel malice. I don't feel like it was just like, I don't feel malice. But I get that you won't like the answer either way.
all right, well, let me see who's next here. Okay, here's this one. Donald is next. Don wants to know what 2025 is holding for him. What should be his major focus moving into the new year?
Hi, Cindy. Sorry I couldn't be of more help in her dreamer. I just don't get any malice in it. Don, are you still here? The very first thing I heard for Don was like, business, business, like helping people to build their business. Like you're being more in a consulting role to help people build their business. You're giving away valuable information that you could be getting paid to help people do, or to help people with. So I get business consulting for one. You're falling out of love with something that you're doing now. You're kind of falling out of love with it. Um,
Yeah,
and you don't
yes, I know.
necessarily, um and you're wondering if you can revive, like you're looking for a revival of that joy and youthfulness that you had from it. So you're falling out of love with something that you used to really enjoy doing, and you're just wondering if you need a break from it, or you need to just kind of walk away from it until you get that joy back. You don't want to just do it for the just because you're doing it.
I haven't seen anything from Dom, but I know so much that that's resonating with me for him. That's why I quit my cards. I thought, there's too much I
Yeah,
know.
it feels like it's more of a task. It's kind of like, I really used to love doing this. Now when I go in, it's a chore, and it's just like I'm doing it because I have to, not because I want to. When will I love it again?
Right.
And
Exactly.
you have to go back to why you actually got into it. Like, what was the reason that you got into it? You've stretched so far from the reason that you got into it that it is a chore now. It's just not, it's no longer what it used to be. And you have to come back to the full reason that you really got into it and what brings you joy. Find the part of it that gives you joy and then stick to that, because you've pulled it so far apart it's distorted that you can't really see um what the purpose of you getting into it was. But I don't see him in the chat either.
Yeah, he's not in the chat. I think we should quit. We can talk to him privately. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk later. All right, let me go back and see who's next. All right. All right, so that one's done.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
He said about what time did it start? Like maybe 3-4 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But what I was just really saying that, you've lost the love for something that you used to enjoy doing, and you have to figure out where's your joy. Go back to the center of your joy, and that's where your focus needs to be. You've pulled yourself too far from where you got into whatever it is that you love, and now you just feel like you have to do it. It's a weight instead of a enjoyment. Like this
Enjoy.
was something that you just love doing in leisure, and now you've made it into something that you have to carry on your back. It's like a 10 of wands right now, and you're carrying it on your back, and you're just like, this just isn't what I love to do anymore. It's outside of the room. Like, when it's all said and done, it's great, but it's a labor that doesn't produce the amount of love that it used to produce. It's how they're showing it to me.
And I didn't want to read because we just talked. What she said resonated with me for you. Uh, okay, let's see here.
Mother Moon, you just go live. You just click the go
Yeah,
live button. There's a button that says go live. I don't think you have to have any certain amount of subscribers now. You just go live.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
On
back to the
YouTube,
basics.
they
And
changed.
teaching, Don, that is your focus, teaching. You really like to teach. You need to get back into teaching. But I think more business courses, like a structured business class, is where you will do very well in teaching people the principles of business, how to run a business. You're very good at that, and you give out valuable information. It just needs to be in a structured plan where your people are coming in and actually benefiting from the information that you're giving them.
And you're
So I
getting
do
paid,
see you in a very big teaching capacity.
and you're getting paid for it.
Exactly. I actually could see Don like holding a, as well as doing Zoom, but also personally being in front of a group of people teaching a
Right.
class
In
and giving
person.
them that, yeah, that information too.
Start a class,
Yeah.
you know?
And people
Uh,
are going to need it. Like you see all the pitfalls that people are making. You're like, no, why would you do it that way? That doesn't make sense. This is what you're doing. And people are misinterpreting the law. Like people think that they're their own lawyers or they think that they know a lot more. And you're like, not necessarily giving them legal advice, but giving them more business advice and telling them that they really need to understand things legally before they start doing things business wise. I see a lot of Instagram and Facebook lawyers. A lot. That's not true. In our state, we do this.
oh, shoot. All right, that should help you, Don. And we'll talk again. Um, gosh, Anna Foster, are you here? I think that's who I had next. Ann Foster. Ann Foster. Are you still here in the chat? Yeah, I kind of figured it would resonate.
Quinn, you're back. Hey. Are you all done with your gumbo? I
Right.
am so feisty over that gumbo. Do you know how bad I want some good gumbo? Hey, Miss Ann. All right.
Okay, she wanted highest and greatest. Ann
Okay.
Foster. So we're talking to Ann Foster.
Ann's not in the U.S. Is she in the U.S.?
I don't know. Don't know that I've ever read her before. First thing comes out for me is the Nine of Cups. Whatever you've been working on is going to happen. What are you wishing for? New opportunities from financial benefit. Whoa. Hmm. Strong, independent, disciplined. A leader. You've been manifesting something and it's going to happen. Got a new opportunity here. Okay, let me do this here.
Oh, Jameson. Is that or Jasmine? All right, Jasmine.
Yeah, you go for it, Jasmine. Good luck.
So, Ann, it's correct you're not in the U.S. because I see you hopping around different countries or wanting to move to a different country because I heard land overseas or land down under.
Are you in Australia?
And I see you hopping from one country to the other. When you said Nine of Cups or something about manifesting or wanting a
Yeah.
desire, she wants to move to a different country, but she's not sure what she could do to make money in that country. Is that correct?
Oh, that would make sense with what I've got. Are we even close, Ann? Okay, good. Ann, what is your sun sign? Are you a Cancer? I've got Aries here, but I believe it's Cancer. Virgo, Gemini. sun sign, honey. And where are you located? You're in Canada. Oh, that's not Australia for sure.
Is
And you
that
are
where
one.
I'm in Canada and I'm really wanting to
And
travel?
once,
Okay, because
yeah.
I saw her bouncing. It was like boom, boom, boom. Sweden and France and like she wants to go all these different places, but she wants to know how she can afford to do it. Um, you really want to eat good, or are you a pastry chef?
I got the Wheel of Fortune here too. So I see you're going. There's some opportunity.
Receive a windfall of money and you're trying to figure out how to use it?
Wheel of Fortune could be.
Is there a man in France? Who's the man? Is there a French man or a man in France? Who are you going to meet? You're going to see somebody and hoping to travel with this male. Are you going to meet
Uh,
somebody for the first time? Are you getting love, Bonnie?
yeah.
Is there a French
I've got the
man?
Queen of Cups here. I've got the Three of Cups. So yeah, there is love here. I also have a Tower.
Oh, that fell out for me and I put it back because it didn't seem to fit the story.
Well, and I was wondering how does that fit in? I didn't put it back though. Okay. Not a pastry chef, trying to get back to eating healthy. No windfall that you know of yet, but
No,
from
ma'am.
your
There's a
list.
French male. There's a man. So she's hoping for love. She's hoping to find love on her travels. But I feel like she's going to find, there's a man in France. I keep getting France, France,
And
France.
what I've got is you're not seeing what's right in front of you, dear. So maybe that wheel is a fated relationship. The Tower, though, what is the Tower? Some big change is about to happen.
Are you divorced, Anne? Because you're worried and you're reminiscing about it.
What is the Tower for? The Tower is about love.
She said she had quite a tower. Because I get her worried about it, like tired, not worried, but tired. This is where you're tired of battle, and they're saying be resilient, but you keep thinking back on what happened before, but you're thinking back about it in a negative way. So you're afraid to move. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Coming to America and that scene where the lady's on a bus and she's trying to decide should she go with this guy who's way out of her league. He's like the prince. And I keep hearing that lady says, take a chance, lady. Take a chance, lady. And she keeps telling the lady to move forward, to go forward, to take a chance to move forward in love. But for you, it's something else. Well, it could be move forward in love too, but they're saying take a chance, just go. What's holding you there? What's keeping you from going ahead and
Exactly.
traveling and moving and doing what you're going to do? The bills are still going to be there when you get back. Quite a betrayal. Okay, I see that. And that's why you're afraid to move forward in love.
Uh,
Um,
you want to heal.
but they're saying you're starting from a place of knowledge. Like this time you have more knowledge, you have more understanding. You're not going in like a naive little schoolgirl. You're going in with someone who has the knowledge of a mature woman who understands the mistakes that she may have made in contributing to this situation. Like things that you may have looked over, like, that's strange. Oh, well, and you didn't look into it, or you didn't, really voice your own, you didn't voice your concerns to this person. You just kind of let it escalate. And again, it could have been a great betrayal on their part, but they're also saying, what did you overlook that you could have, stop this from happening a lot sooner. And now that it's over, you're coming from a place of knowledge. Okay, I know what to look for. I know how to protect myself.
Yeah, it's like I know what I don't want. So
Exactly. Exactly, Dot. I mean, Miss Bonnie, that makes so much sense. I know what I don't want, so I can move forward from that. I can cross that off the
she
list.
wants
Well, I don't want that anymore.
she wants to work on her. Your sun sign came out. That always happens to me. I don't know about you. That's why I like to
She's
know.
also trying to escape something. Escape like the heartbreak of it. Like if I go and I go around the world and I
Oh,
see other things,
honey,
then
that's
I'll
gonna
escape
go with you.
I'll escape the betrayal because I'll see new stuff and I'll experience new things and I can just kind of let it go and shed that skin. I do see you shedding that skin, but you have to let go of the worry of it. And you still have a little bit of anger and hate to it, which I understand. Believe me, I have a list, honey.
She has an application, hun.
I have a list. Okay. So I do understand the frustration and the anger of it, but you also have to move forward in spite of it and see the joy in it and not think that everybody's that person. You know the signs now. If it walks like a duck, then it's a duck. Don't try to make it be a swan if it's a duck.
Yeah, it
Just
doesn't
move
mean
forward.
don't take the risk. It means when you see the flags come up, goodbye.
Listen, don't keep turning red flags pink. So go ahead and travel. Take the first trip, even if it's just a little one, to somewhere.
I'd rather heal and move on, learn from it, heal what I need to.
Exactly. You have learned a great deal. Keep saying, I need to learn. You have learned a great deal.
Yeah.
You are continuously learning and you are continuously healing. You are in the process of doing all of that now. And the fact that you recognize that shows that you're continuously growing. Give yourself credit. Give yourself some credit for growing, for understanding, and knowing that it was not something that was necessarily done to you, but also it is helping you to grow, to blossom. You are blossoming. And so you are learning. Don't take that away from yourself. You are learning. So that is one thing you need to know. The money will come for you. Uh, um, you work really hard. Do you do something outside? Because I see you trudging through the snow. And I know it's cold in Canada, but I see you trudging through the snow. So do you do something outside or do you have to go a distance to get to work? But they're saying take the first little trip that you wanted to. It could be a short trip, 2 or 3 days. Go get that out of your system and come back, refresh, regroup, rebuild the money, and go again. Um, it'll come. And believe me, I know I've done it. I went to Amsterdam, London, and Amsterdam, London, and what was the other place we went to? Whatever. And it was about $500 or $600. Literally, it did not cost a lot.
Yeah, Europe is not that expensive right now.
I don't know what the no. Oh, that you don't work outside, so that's a no.
Okay.
Why do I see you trudging through the snow, or is it just you battling through the cold bitterness of a broken heart? Because I see you trudging through the snow, like you're all bundled up and you're going out and you're battling through the elements. So it could just be the broken heart. You're really clinging to that broken heart because you know the pain. That's what's real to you. That's the emotion that you know right now. So you're really clinging to that, but it's not your identity anymore. You have to let that go and realize it happened and it's over. If you're holding on to the pain like this, how can you be open to any kind of love? It doesn't have to be romantic love, just even
Self
love from your higher power. How can they pour anything into you if it's filled with anger and frustration and hurt? Always saying I need to negates the fact that your guides are already working on you and that you are learning. You have to understand that you are learning, they are helping you and you are moving forward, so you have to be open to allow them to pour in the sunshine, but you have to let out some of that darkness. Like they're showing me the 3 of swords, but the 3 of swords are piercing you so that you can let some of the sunshine in. You're holding on so tight to the hurt and anger. And the hurt mostly. And you keep saying that you're not maybe angry, but there is a bit in there. Believe me, I know.
Mm,
Bay leaves, baby, bay leaves. You could put this person's name on a bay leaf and burn it to get them out of your system, to get them out of your soul, to break that connection, just to get rid of them from your life. Again, you could do the full moon ritual, or even the new moon ritual, where you write down what your intentions are. I want to release, release, release. I want to bring in these things. So concentrate on the things that you want to bring in instead of holding on to the things from the past. Exactly. Some great parts of yourself. So now concentrate on how you want to move forward. I do see you traveling, but it's going to be in little trips at a time, and then it'll grow. Your increase in money, I don't see it coming for the first 6 weeks of the year. I just don't see an increase in money.
hey, welcome in, Victor.
Hey, Victor, how you doing?
Love your damn selves.
Exactly.
And that's
And
what
I
you
do feel
want.
like she's very much concentrating on loving herself and understanding who she is and
It's
trying to
not
rebuild
a,
herself.
it's about, yes, I am doing this, not I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Or I need to. She keeps saying,
Yeah,
I need
I
to.
need to. I
That means
am.
that it's something in the future that I'm thinking about that possibly could happen maybe one day, sometime. You are actively healing and you have learned a great deal.
Trying to burn the place down here. Okay, you're welcome. Mindful mind, you are next. Are you present? Are you here? Please answer. You are welcome, Anne. Mindful mind. Cards were flying. Mindful mind. After mindful mind is Katrina Page and Lynn Maxey. So mindful mind, are you here? Katrina Page and Lynn Maxey. It's happening. Good, Victor. Awesome. We've been telling you.
All right. Good job, Victor. I kind
Lynn
of
Max.
want some shrimp Alfredo. I don't know why that was just like, mm.
Hmm.
Katrina's here.
Katrina Page is here. Well, I've got cards here for Mindful Mind. I'm going to give you one more shot. Are you here? Mindful Mind. I really think our list is done because we only have a half hour more and I've got at least a dozen people on it. But come back next week a little earlier. Okay, mindful mind. I'm gonna put your cards away. You've
I
lost.
kept hearing Katrina, Katrina, Katrina.
Okay,
Like
what?
your guides have given you so much advice that you're just kind of like second guessing. Like they showed me somebody trying, like they showed me kids jumping rope and you're ready to jump in, but then you don't. And then you're ready to jump in and then you don't. You're ready to jump in and then you don't. And so they're like, like we've basically laid out a plan for you on how to move forward. And then you'll get ready to do it and then you'll step back in fear. And so they're saying they don't like you, they don't understand why you won't just take the action steps to move forward. Um,
Sure, you
they
can.
just keep showing me you stepping back. in fear, but you're a little bit timid too. Like you don't have the confidence to believe that you could do it. Hey, curly girl.
Hi, Curly.
I get the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords for me is not always just rest. Sometimes it's your fears and anxieties, which is exactly what they were saying to me. It's your fears and
Well,
anxieties about how
I,
to move forward.
I've got the Strength card, which can also be about being timid.
Oh yeah.
I've got the Hermit. You're you're all inside, but you're not acting
Like I
all.
feel like your guides want to push you, but if they push you, you'll fall. You'll fall rather than leap. Like if they push you and say just go, you'll fall and blame them instead of soaring and leaping
Yeah.
because you're so fearful.
I've got that you need to have a conversation with your higher power. You've got options, but you're not using them. You need to listen to your intuition.
Mhm.
I will quit at that. I do feel like you second guess a lot, you think?
And I get the 10 of Wands, like you're carrying a burden that you don't have. Or like, is there a lot of bills coming in because you're not making enough money, but you're afraid to actually get out and make enough money?
That
Like
sounds good.
it's a catch-22. Like you need more money, but you're afraid to go out and make more money. So you're definitely carrying a burden. But you're a 10, which is always great. A 10 means it's at the end, but how long are you going to stay in this 10 instead of leaping over into your new beginning? Like you're stuck and you're stalled here. Like they really are turning this upside down like this, and you could be the hangman holding all of these. This could be you as the hangman holding all of these wands.
She has an event business and then she started coaching.
How are you coaching people when you don't
Yeah,
have confidence in what you're doing for yourself? You have the confidence to coach people and tell them what to do, but you don't have the confidence to do it yourself.
yeah. Empress in reverse.
My thing is take your own advice. What principles would you give to this person? How would you tell them to move forward? What would you tell them to do it? Then you do it. It doesn't make sense to me that you're coaching somebody else on how to do their thing, but you're not doing it yourself.
Thank you, Curly Girly.
And the
Hmm.
star card is hopes and dreams and you wishing and I'm covering it up because she is stark raving naked in her birthday suit. Uh I see you making like putting your hopes and dreams out there, but you're so timid about doing it, which is weird to me.
That's why she stopped doing it, she says.
Ah, okay. Because I'm like, okay. So what the things that you were telling them to do are the things that you need to do. Is it? Do you sell jewelry or something like that? What is with the jewelry? I see jewelry and little different packages of it, or do you just sell like things online? Like you have an online business?
You're keeping yourself tied up. You went back to designing.
What? Because I see jewelry or little trinkets or things that you can sell online, but you're not confident in it. And so as soon as you get a momentum, you stop it, which is even harder because you actually got it going and now you got to grind it to a halt because you overthink, way overthink. Like it's going, and you're waiting on a kink, you're waiting on the other shoe to drop, you're waiting on something to happen to stop it. And before it does, and it breaks your heart or it causes you any problem, you stop it. But you have the momentum to go, and you're frustrating your guides beyond belief because they're like, oh my gosh, if she would just go, we got her, we're pushing her, we're behind her, we got the momentum, let's go. And then you grind it to a halt, and then they have to rebuild you up again mentally to get you going, and then you get going again, and then you stop it again. And so at this point, they don't know how to get you to
Graphic.
keep moving forward because getting started seems to be great, but they don't know how to keep you moving forward.
Do you work? Okay, you said you had your own business. Is it your own designing business or do you work for somebody else designing?
Um,
No cards. Oh, we know somebody that love jewelry but don't have a business there. Hmm. Maybe you
I
should.
see prepackaged things, so you are selling those things. So have you already sold those items or you're getting them ready to be displayed to sell online? Do you have an Etsy store? Or how are you selling these items? They're prepackaged. How are you getting the word out? How does people know about it that you're available or that
She's
they can buy
packaged.
these
She's
items from
packaging,
you?
not prepackaged.
And what are the note cards? Are they encouragement? Like what are the note cards? Is it like affirmation cards?
I think I get the sense they're design cards. They're blank inside. Like they're pretty on the outside. I could be wrong.
And I'm just being realistic. Who do you know that are still sending out handwritten note cards like that?
All right. Thank you, notes to you.
Oh, okay.
It's a dying art. Believe me, I know. It's hard for me to even do it. Yes, they are sold.
Okay.
Someone ordered them. Oh, okay. No Etsy. Well, maybe you should have an Etsy store.
So you have a graphic design business. How would I know that you are available and what is it that you design? Is it shirts? Is it just um uh gosh, what is the word that I'm looking for? Not no, is it just paper products? Is it apparel? Just
I
word
have
of mouth.
to let the dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay. There are cards that you could write, they're blank on the inside. Okay. Okay. That could be something. I don't know a lot of people who do that, but what do I know? Listen, I don't even know how much a stamp costs. And I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just saying, how will people know what your services are? Do you have any kind of presence online where you tell people? Because a lot of the younger generation is, how are they going to know that you have this business? And if you do graphic designs, you could be designing logos, t-shirts, business things. You could be selling them like how do I know? Do you have a website? You said I can design logos, t-shirts, business cards. But how would someone know that? How would they get in touch with you? Okay, you have a social media page. Perfect. Are you doing so with social media? People are visual. The way that I know that I want something is I see people using it. So let me see you making a card, making a t-shirt. This one lady, she just said, and this was a shirt that she had sold years ago. She just put out there, should I run this back? She had so many orders for the t-shirt before she even decided that she was going to do it because she showed them how it came together piece by piece by piece. I'm stamping this on, I'm making this, I'm making this. And everybody's like, oh, I want one, I want one, I want one. Because she was showing them how she put it together and how it went from this to this. So they believed in the product that she's doing. Do you do videos showing people what your product is? Do you give people that you have to show me what I want, what I need, why I need it? Why do I need Alexa? Because I saw it on TV and telling Alexa to turn on the lights sounded like a good idea to me because they showed me that I needed it. I never thought, dang, I wish I had some I could just scream out, turn on the lights and they would come on. Somebody showed me a video of Alexa turning on the lights. And so that's how I knew I wanted an Alexa or I wanted Siri or I wanted whatever. How are you showing me that I need your product? How are you making me know that your product is something that can help me out? Yeah, you make t-shirts, but maybe I need backpacks. Maybe I need water bottles. Maybe I just need a logo. How are you showing me that you could brand me in a way that'll make me move forward or that'll help me to move forward? How do I know who you are and what I can do. Like, I know you have a website, but how are you advertising? How are you driving customers to you? How many videos have you posted? Exactly. Behind the scenes videos. We love like that. We're very voyeuristic. We like to see how you did it, what motivated you to do it. Tell your story. Tell me how I can use you. Do you need a logo design for you? Look at what I can do. Get testimonials from people who've already used you and know that you are good at it. Show us your logo. What is your logo? Is your logo great? Is that something that I want to do? You have the backing of your guides and your higher power behind you. You just need to build up your confidence to get it done and believe in your own product and the things that you do. I think that you could do a great job, but you just need to believe in what you're doing. So I don't see any money flooding into you. I see you needing to build your confidence, kind of like they're showing me, was it the scarecrow that needed the heart in the Wizard of Oz?
No, the
You need
Tin
the
Man.
the Tin Man. I see you like try, you need both of them. You need the courage and the heart. You need both of them so that they need to grow so that you can believe in what you're doing because it is a great service. You just don't believe in what you're doing. Like Don is saying, like we were telling Don, he could give people great business sense. You're a person that would need to go to Don's class to understand how to promote your business, how to make it live, how to get people to see who you are.
And that's
But
okay. I need that. Okay. It's not nothing bad.
exactly. Exactly. It's a good thing. You just need the confidence. It's not that you don't have a great product. You don't have the confidence to make it move forward. You keep going and stopping. And that's taking more energy than if you would just roll with it and see where it would go. And I get it because being an entrepreneur sometimes hurt is exhausting.
Oh yeah, absolutely exhausting. Jeez. All right. Are we ready to move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lynn Maxey never responded, so I'm taking that off. After Lynn Maxey was Allison Beckford. Says, I'm asking for the removal of blocks to access my abundance from God.
I don't know how to do that, honey.
Yeah, I don't either. Next on the list, Carl Krisman. And then after that,
But Allison, if you're here, what I hear you saying is that whatever this block is higher than the source of the God or the belief that you have. And to me, that just, I just don't understand why you're believing in a God that you don't think that would allow these blocks to come in, and keep you from your abundance. My
I,
source is always higher than anything on this earth. So there's nothing that can block my
right.
abundance except for my beliefs. So maybe this is a belief that you have that you need to deal with on the inside.
Okay. Kim B.
Who's in the chat that was on the list? Who's still in the chat?
Yeah. Because we only have time for one or two more. Is anybody left or did they all leave? Tanyika McKnight. You had just
Hi,
said
Tanika. Is it Tanika? Tanika?
Tanyika is what I see,
Oh, I
but
like Tanika.
Tanyika.
Tell us how to pronounce it if you're still here, or whoever's here
Yeah.
that still wants a reading. You got about
Anybody?
15 minutes.
Yeah, I still have a lot of people on the list, but they're not here. So
All right, what
whoever's
do you
here.
want to know? And tell us how to pronounce your name, Miss McKnight. Hey, Pammy.
This dog. No more. That's it. That's all. Okay. Tanika. Hi, Pamela. Did you want a reading, Pam? Curly girly. Okay, so next is Pam and Curly girly.
Okay.
Tanika. Tanika. Tanika McKnight. First thing popped out, 10 of Pentacles. That's pretty good. And the star. No more. No. Um, hmm. Is there a man in your life?
Boom. Because I wanted to say she's trying to help somebody who's in trouble and she's about to pull herself into their trouble.
Oh, God, don't do that. Well, that makes sense. I've got an Ace of Swords, but yeah, the Empress here in reverse. So I'm like, is there a man in your life that you're
Because
trying to?
they show me, because I was going to say friends, family, or lovers, and then they kept saying it's a man. There's somebody in a pool of water with water up to their neck, and she's trying to save them. But what it's going to do is pull
Oh,
her
gee,
into their mess.
honey, don't try to save people.
Because she's on
Yes,
stable ground.
yes, a Pisces. Yes,
Exactly.
meaning they are a Pisces, or
She's on stable ground and she's doing good. She just got herself back on track. And this person wants her to help them out of the situation that they're in. And it's going to be to her own detriment. For me, it's a no, don't do it.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that you're doing well. 10 of Pentacles. That you've created the life that you want. The Ace of Swords says that there's a beginning here, but I've got the Emperor in reverse, and the first thing I heard was there's a man that you're trying to help.
Yeah, don't do
I've
it.
got
Do not
Temperance.
help the person. And they want your financial assistance. And like they're so heavy, they're gonna pull you right up under with them. And then as they climb out, they're gonna push you down to lift themselves up and leave you down there at the bottom.
Apparently, I
It
don't have.
doesn't matter. Just move on, honey. Disconnect and move on. It's not a good look for you. This person is going to, while you're trying to save them, they're going to pull you in and then they're going to use you as leverage to pull themselves up. And you're going to be rebuilding again.
Ah, you're the Cancer. Okay.
And it seems to be a familiar person that you've helped before in the past. Is that true? You've helped them in the past? Um, I get the Seven of Swords, but I want to make sure that's not my own personal bias against them being deceptive to you or not being fully honest about the situation. And you know that, but you really have that bleeding heart and really want to help when you shouldn't help.
Bleeding heart. Yeah, you're wanting to give your heart away right here. And I don't see anything that says that's a good idea.
Exactly.
I see Temperance saying you need to have patience.
He's a
He's
new person. Well, then it's the same same script, different cast. Like you are that person who helps people in need to your own detriment. You'll help people. You'll let family and friends move in with you and then tear you down financially, or tear your situation down, and you have to rebuild and it breaks. So this is a situation where you need to say no. And this is an adult grown man. You know what I'm saying? This is an adult grown man. Think about that. And I don't feel like you're being honest with family and friends. Like you're kind of telling a story or kind of not telling a story. Oh yeah, he has a job, but maybe he doesn't, or that it's not a W-2 job, it's a job. And so you're not like, if you can't be fully honest about this person, is this a situation you want to get yourself in? If you can't be fully honest about this person, even with yourself, you're turning red flags pink. You know that this is a red flag. If this was your sister, if this was your daughter, what would you tell your daughter to do? Something don't look right. As parents, this little girl, this little boy, this little friend you done brought over ain't right. If this was your daughter, your sister, your best friend, what would you tell them to do in the same situation? You know better, so do better. Like, I feel like this is same script, different cast. You've had this situation before. It's just a new person that you're bringing in because you keep attracting people who need you. You want to be wanted, not needed. There's a difference between being needed and being wanted. If I need you, then you have something that I want. You have something that I need in order to survive. So I'll tell you whatever I need to tell you to get what I need from you. If I want you, then I just personally like spending time with you, being with you, who you are, the person that you are. There is no strings attached to the reason that I am with you. If I need you, maybe I need a place to stay. Maybe I need to borrow some money. Maybe I need to borrow your car. Maybe I need, whatever it is that I need from you because there is a need, there is a string attached to why I want you or I am with you. So be mindful of that. That was the very first thing that came up, was that pool of water and you being pulled in. And then Miss Bonnie got it and I got it. So we both understood it before you even told us that it was about love or about a guy. I don't know what he did and why does it matter? Whatever it is that he did, you just need to move on. And you don't want to be tied up in that situation. You could just back away from it slowly or just completely, you know what? I'm not ready. It's a new year. I kind of want to concentrate on work and family. I think we need to slow this down. We need to move back. Whatever thing it is you need to say in order to move back away from it. You know what? I want to slow this down. I think that it's a new year. I kind of want to concentrate on work. I kind of want to concentrate on my fitness. I kind of want to concentrate on blah, 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 blah. But don't allow yourself to be pulled in. And I hear you saying, okay, I will be careful. No, this is a point blank stop. As soon as you said I will be careful, I see a stop sign. Do not entertain this person, honey.
You've been warned. I think we need to move on. Last read is Pamela.
All right, Miss Pam.
Miss
She just
Pam.
wants to know what's going on for 2025. I see her traveling again internationally, and she loves it. She wants to know if she'll have another injury this year. I don't feel like you'll have another injury this year.
Do not even put that out there, Pamela. Gee whiz.
I feel like that's the question. Like, will I be healthy and safe this year? And I do see you being healthy and safe. I do see you traveling a little bit more, both for business and pleasure. But I see you going a little bit more internationally again this year. There's a big project coming up that they want you to be more the head of this time instead of just a part of the team. Are they going to have you the head of a project? Is that true, Miss Pam? Because I see the ace of coins, but I also see the ace of swords.
I've got the Ace of Wands.
Oh, that's business. I love that. New opportunities in business.
Yeah. I see her looking back. I don't know if she's just having memories of trips, but I'm sorry, Curly Girly, we've already done the 2-hour mark.
Asia, you're going to Asia? Is that where you're saying that they're sending you for? Because I see you working on a project that's gonna take it's about a 6-month long project that they're showing me.
You're gonna go to
It's
for 6 months.
oh, I don't know. So it's either gonna happen in 6 months or it's gonna be a 6-month long project. But I see you being the leader of the project instead of part of a team. Like they're showing me a team, but you're moving out of the line with your peers and you're up above your peers. Not in a bad way, in a good way, where like you're the project lead this time, or you're the person who's calling the shots and making the necessary thing. Like you're testing, you're proving that you know what you know, or you're moving to another level and you like it. Oh, that's where they're telling you that. Oh, I definitely see you going internationally. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. I see this huge conversation going on.
I heard no boots and no bandages. You want me? You'll be. It's so cute.
No boots, no bandages. That's a good. How about the knee scooter? Is there that?
I don't see any of that. Is there another lady going with you? Is there another lady that's supposed to be going with you? Because I feel like there's two of you that are going, but you're more of the senior person in this situation. You said the delay with the video. And I feel like you're the person that's actually the head of it. I get a bittersweetness to it, like once you do this, it'll move you up out of your department. Oh, a guy is
Oh,
going
a
with you. Okay, I
guy.
see somebody. Oh,
Is he handsome? Is he single?
I feel like the next step up will be up out of your department, so it'll be bittersweet. There's a team. There will
40.
be a team of 46. Yes, and I feel like you'll be the because they showed me people in a row like this, but you were moving out of the row.
Are you leading this group?
Oh, she's a project manager. Yep, I saw her moving up out of it and proving herself. And when it does, I feel like it'll move you up out of this department into something else. So it'll be bittersweet, but it'll be great.
Should you trust him? What do you mean trust?
Romantically or business wise. Because
Yeah.
business wise, I feel he's rooting you on. Is he, wait, a guy, a guy.
I don't know that I can trust him. What'd you get?
Business wise, I get a yes, like he's rooting you on. Is this the guy? I feel like he is, like, if he can push you out, then he can move up. But as he pushes you out, he pushes you up. That's why it says it's bittersweet. You move on and you kind of are plucked up out of that department into something else, even better. Is how I feel like it is. You're like it's a stepping stone, and I feel like he's rooting you on. He's pushing you
I get
forward, like go for it, go for it, go for it. But I feel like it's pushing you up, forward, and up.
I got that you couldn't trust him.
And I guess that means are you asking romantically or
Oh, yeah, I
business
go
wise?
there.
I said business because I saw him pushing her forward. So
Yeah, and
even if
that's what I was talking about. I asked,
okay,
and that's what I thought we were talking about. I asked if she could trust him and got an immediate no.
he could be pushing her forward thinking she's gonna fail, but it's not. It's gonna push her forward and up. I got that he was rooting for you,
And
but
who
he could be rooting for you to fail.
is this guy?
Me and the pendulum aren't on good terms.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the guy is separate
From
from work, so
work.
this is a different guy. Okay, so
Oh,
the guy that I'm talking about is for work.
let me get my cards, honey. Hang on.
That's all, Miss Bonnie. Did you see Miss Bonnie light up when you said it's separate from work? She was like, "Hot damn,
I
we
got
got."
that. First love reading we've had today. They must have all known you were coming. Oh, shoot. All right, let's see what we get for me. Whoa, that threw right out. Are you already in a relationship with this person? Because I've got that you're up at night worried about things. Now, that could be separate from this. Your gut is leery. Well, you know, when I was asking, it was saying no, but hang on. What else can you tell me for Pam about this guy? What else can you tell me? You're not worried. You know what's funny? I'm pulling the same cards that came out earlier. I've got that 6 of Cups. I've got that 9 of Pentacles. So it's really, have you known this person a long time? Minnie Mouse, we're doing the last reading. Okay, I know okay, there's a long gap. So have you known this guy a long time? There's some new opportunity coming. Whoops. Not a long time. Well, I see this new start. I've got 2 aces here. Those are both new beginnings. I've got you as the ever ready bunny.
The distance between them two, is that what the difference is? Because there's distance.
What?
I was asking her, is there distance between the two of them? Why there's distrust, like they don't live in the same area?
I don't know. Well, let's find out. Come on, Pam. I got a 9 of Pentacles here. I mean, it's really, I'm looking at this going, other than the 9 of Swords that was in the reverse, I don't have anything negative. Last card, please. May I have the last card? You're overthinking this. He lives close. They're saying you're overthinking it. You've got, like I said, you've got two aces here. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. You've got the Ace of Swords. That's a new beginning. That's truth. That's clarity. There's pulled you as the Nine of Pentacles. And there's the Nine of Wands, maybe the number 9 or 99. Oh, 3 nines. Hang on. You need to go to the lottery. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and where did it go? The 9 of Wands. I'm going to have to look that one up. I don't know when you get 3 of them.
Got the 9 of Wands too, but I got that she's tired of getting her heart broken or tired of building herself
Exactly.
up and
That's
believing.
what that is.
But I got the 10 of Cups, like this is a happy, joyous ending, because the 10 of Cups is that heartfelt love, that heartfelt, I get the love and joy that I want. But I also got the Death card, which is a transformation. You seeing yourself as worthy of being loved and receiving the love that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And on the bottom of the deck was the Two of Pentacles, balancing your resources, your kind of like your head over heart. What does he want from me versus what
Oh,
I
well,
have to offer?
7 of Wands on the bottom saying you need to break out and lower your defenses. You've been overthinking it. I've got that one here too. So Spirit's saying you need to let down your guard. You're overthinking all of this, which happens with those of us who have been through a lot. Okay. I
And
would
on
like
this trip
to
to Asia, ask your job, can I be your assistant and travel with you to Asia?
there you go.
I think you need a personal assistant, Miss Pam.
Well, hey, I'm available. Oh, shoot. Okay. Would you happen to see? Oh, honey, we're done. I'm so wiped out. It's 2 or 1:15 there. 1:13, huh? Exactly what you needed. Well, I'm glad. That's good. I'm
Miss
glad.
Pam, I'll miss you in class. I'll be glad when you come back.
When are you going to be back, Miss Pam? Yeah, I haven't seen you in ages. What's it pay, sweetheart? She's the one that loves the travel. But I don't know, the two of you in Asia.
Look, the two of us in Louisiana was a bit.
Uh,
Me and Miss Pam and Miss Brenda, we were all over the place.
yeah, I heard. Okay. Well, listen, I want to thank everybody that came in. We wondered, Don. I put her on the block list. Did she not get blocked? Huh. Oh, well, get bent. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming in. I really appreciate it. Hope that we see you. Nola? I'm not sure. What's that,
Oh,
Sam?
that was us, me and her in New Orleans, Nola.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank
Come
you for
back on.
inviting me, Miss Bonnie. I
Well, I was
loved
just
it.
going
It
to
was
thank
great.
you. Been so much fun having you here.
Now I'm
And
going to find me something to eat.
you and me both. Thank you, everybody. Come back Wednesday morning. I'll be back on at 10 a.m.
Bye, Don. Keep posting
Yeah,
your pics. I love to see all your travels and your good food.
yeah, done. We'll talk to y'all soon.
All right. Bye.
Right. Let's see. Where's my outgoing? Here we go.